Donald Trump's former fixer is giving him a new problem. Michael Cohen is releasing what he says is a secret recording of Trump talking about hush money for a former Playboy model. Lindsay Duncombe joins us from our Washington bureau. So let's start with that recording, Lindsay. What's on it?
Well, this was recorded in September of 2016, just before the election, and just after Karen McDougal, the Playboy model who said that she had had an affair with Donald Trump, was paid for her story by AMI, the company that owns the National Enquirer. Now, AMI had done a lot of favorable coverage for Donald Trump. Donald Trump was close to its owner, and the David that you hear them mention on this tape that we're about to play is who they're talking about. What the conversation is about is the idea of opening a corporation to pay for the story to continue to keep it quiet. That's what the lawyer for Cohen says when he released this tape on CNN last night. It's tough to make out exactly what's on the tape, but here, have a listen.
I need to open up a company for the transfer of all of that info regarding our friend David, so that I'm going to do that right away. I've actually come up and I've spoken to Alan Weisselberg about how to set the whole thing up with
so what are we going to
funding. Yes, and it's all the stuff, because you never know where that company, you never know where he's going to be. Correct. So I'm all over that, and I spoke to Alan about it when it comes time for the financing, which will be.
Listen, what financing?
We'll have to pay you. So
I'll pay for cash.
No. I got no.
So let's take a step back from the salacious, did the president have an affair with a Playboy playmate kind of part of this, and talk about what's significant about the fact that tape that is out there. What you didn't hear in that tape was Donald Trump saying what model, what happened. In fact, it appears to be something he is well aware of. That is significant because his campaign denied that the affair had happened and denied that the payment happened. This would appear to contradict that and suggest that the campaign and the president were lying. The other thing that's significant is the fact this tape is out there at all, because what it means is that Michael Cohen, the president's fixer, who once said that he would take a bullet for Donald Trump, is clearly not in his corner anymore. And that could have larger implications because Cohen is facing a variety of charges. He was also the person who paid Stormy Daniels about her story of an affair with Donald Trump, and that could have implications, if true, for campaign finance regulations and potential illegality by the president.
So what are we hearing from Trump and his legal team?
Well, they're taking issue with a couple of key points here. First, do you hear cash on that tape when Donald Trump brings it up, or do you not? That is disputable. And certainly what the White House is saying is Trump never said cash. He said no cash. And Rudy Giuliani, who was the person who went on cable news and talked about this, very much made that part of his assertion. He said it was outrageous that the tape was leaked. He went on to say he'd heard worse tapes. And that's pretty much in line with what the president is saying this morning, too. He said in a tweet, "What kind of lawyer would tape a client? So sad. This is a first. I never heard of it before. Why was the tape cut so abruptly? Cut while I was presumably saying positive things. I hear there are other clients and many reporters that are taped. Can this be so? Too bad." Notably, the president doesn't say, didn't happen, the woman was never paid, I didn't have an affair with her. But this is all happening at a time when American voters have very little direction about who to believe. And the president just yesterday said, don't believe what you see and what you hear. I'm telling the truth. So all of this discussion is happening in that context.
Okay, Lindsay, thanks so much.